Hello, good day. My name is Paula. Welcome back to my channel, Beautiful Attitudes. Today we're going to talk about what is sexy. Of course, depends on where you come from, your culture, your background, and lots of different things. Where you live, and all these things. The group friends you dealing with, and so on. So it can be people that say, well, I'm not really agree with this because I have my own idea about sexiness. Of course, that is so true. But not so long ago, I was reading a book about what was sexy in the 40s and what was the sexiest that the woman had to clean up the house the whole day, being a really good housemaid, and when the man come home, she has a pretty face makeup waiting there to expect him. That was for those years, that was sexy. That was most what men thought sexy was in a woman. And the way around, the woman found it very sexy that the man had a good job and was very responsible and can take good care of her and her kids. These days, things change. You see, the man have a bigger expectance of woman because years ago they came the feminist things and the woman get more power and all these kind of things. But then the men are accustomed to seeing women that is more developed, so they expect more from a woman than only that she can clean up in the house. So what happens now that the men want a woman now that is have her, or if she don't have that job, she have a hobby or something she can do, a talent, and they're interested in that. And if she is so far, if she have the job, it's even better, and she have a good amount of money, that makes her even more attractive and sexy for a lot of men. What the women think about men is that they have to have a job and something they're doing good, so that they can be like somehow still a little more higher than her, because that makes him even more sexy because he's a man, and the woman expect that also from the man. So that is one of the things from coming to those kind of things that is so. Concerning family and kids, a man think a woman very sexy when she love kids and she love the family and she love animals. With this, it makes her even more sexy because she's caring, and that's very important for a man who's working the whole day, whatever. He needs this caring part of the woman to be in his life. He thinks that is sexy, and that is most of the men thinks that's very, very good. So that is something very good to know. Another thing is that coming to be with social contacts. Years ago, it was not so important for a woman to have a little group of friends or whatever, as long as she's in the house and doing what she has to do. But these days, men thinks a woman that has their own little social life are very attractive and more sexier than a woman that does not have it. Same goes to women. They think if a man have a social life with a few friends, the boys he can hang out with once in a blue moon or talk to, they think is also sexy, even though they're together and being a very strong couple. So that is both sides things change a little bit. Concerning, for example, mental health, a lot of men find a woman sexy who's always willing to learn more, who is open, or who is into reading a lot and being active in understanding things. For example, if he's with his friends somewhere and she's around, it's good if she can communicate with these people on a certain level. So that makes her very sexy and attractive for the man if a woman is well educated in a way or up to date with what's going on in the world. Same goes to a woman. They think if a man is up to date, know what's going on, can talk to her family in a way on a certain level, I think she thinks that is also very sexy. The man like, oh, my man know everything. You can talk to him, he'll know more about that, like this. So I think for both of the sex, it's very important that we be very developed and know what is going on in the world. Comes to sport. Years ago, the woman do not have to have this really good sexy body with like this. She don't have to look sexy and good looking, whatever. But still, these days it's very important. If when a man see a woman and she's going to the gym or sporting at home, doing a certain kind of sports that is good for her mind, body, and soul, I think that is very sexy for the man to see. Men love women that is sportive and they make it a little more sexier. And they're just, like when they're talking about health, that she knows a lot about that. Same goes to the woman. If a man is healthy and it knows what he's eating and is up to date with everything that's going on and is sportive, that makes him more attractive and more sexy in the eyes of a woman. But when it comes to sexiness, it all has to do with you are sexy or you're not. So if you're someone who has the attitude and the way you look and the way you deal with things and the way you talk to people, and you have this sexiness around you, then you're really all there. You're there already. So a sexy attitude is a very important thing to have as well. That makes you even more sexy. I hope this video inspired you and you got a little more idea, well, what is sexiness in these times. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Thumbs up.